What's up, you filthy animals? Hold on. I actually have my AirPods, and they are fully charged this time. What's going on? It's nice to do a live stream in like 2 or 3 weeks because of the weather and the boys. Let me turn on the comments. So who is here? James K, certified T3 Vault and moderator. He has to be here because of a contract. Ray, oh, Malcolm, the moderator. Oh, snap, outside. That's right. It was a nice day. It's actually supposed to rain, but it looks very nice right now, so I don't think it will rain. Anthony Dogan from Lubeck. William Rizzo, the Florida Keys. Must be nice to be in the Florida Keys. It's like, I don't know, there's some people walking around with shorts on. They must not be from around here because once it drops around 60, there's no shorts. Alex Estrada, fellow WRX owner. I own a STI, so let's just get that straight. LOL, already one dislike. I already know who it's from, probably also. Andy Gee from London, having a spot of coffee today. Absolutely love my UK viewers. Again, I always have to tell you, I keep my GMT complication on my Rolex Explorer 2 set to GMT so I can keep track of all my UK viewers. So I know when you're eating the meat pies, so I can go and get a spot of meat pie. Put a mask on. F it, mask off. Mask off. Future, baby. Stop freaking out about this. I'll be okay. All right. Coronavirus might be a thing. I'm young, I'm strong, I'm healthy, and I'm fresh. Plus, dude, this is my mask. The filter. Mask off. F it, mask off. I want to sing that song, but there's too many swears. Simpson Vet, what up? You should show us a door. There's the door. The beard provides natural protection. Oh, yes. Andrew Ferreira says, we're here, we're here, we're here. So, guys, oh, Eric de Hollander says, hi, mate, how you doing? Pie Man 192 from Manchester. If you're not a mank, you're a wank. Not right. Bunch of UK showing up. Tell me, what is your favorite watch? Eric says, and Eric spells his name. You know what? Whenever I meet an Eric, I'm like, are you an Eric with a C or a K? This Eric de Hollander is like both. Another one. So Eric CK, what is my favorite watch? Well, I have a list of Grails. Let's just go with the favorite watch I own. How about that? Let's just do that. Favorite watch I own currently is maybe the Rolex Date 1500 and my Seiko Alpinist Sarbo 17. Daniel Lee from Austin, Texas. You don't mess with Texas. Afonso from Montreal. I haven't been to Montreal in a very long time, but I have been to Montreal. Got mad love for my Canadians out there. Props from South Island, New Zealand. A Kiwi. Someone I lived with for like, man, probably 5 years throughout college. Was a Kiwi. So got love for my Kiwis out there. He actually, like a year ago, moved back to New Zealand. Jonathan from Tampa. So dude, we have a very, very, yeah, Daniel Lee, I already know. Austin is the People's Republic of Austin, apparently. So it's pretty much just Los Angeles over there. Hey, LA, what up? From Oregon, Russ Kemper. Tampa, Florida. We have a very diverse viewership today. Super exciting. How's everybody doing? What's everybody eating today? That's what I want to know. All right. We got people from New Zealand. We got people from Manchester. We got people from London, very posh. We got ATL in the building. We got Vegas. What are you guys eating for breakfast or dinner? That's what I want to know. Because I haven't eaten anything and I'm actually quite hungry. Dan McCaslin with that drip. Certified T3 bot. He says 20 nuggets and hot mustard. Johnny watches egg drop soup. Brian says tater tot hot dish. I don't know what that is, but that sounds delicious. I like tater tots. Let's see. Sushi for lunch, William J. Certified T3. Marissa, Certified T3, and my sister says, Hollywood here, eating falafel for lunch. Vegan burgers tonight. That sounds really good. I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight because Connie is out of town. So that woman isn't going to cook for me tonight. I'm just kidding. Usually, you know, she has an idea of what she wants to eat. But today, because she's out of town, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Get this, guys. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Oh, there's a squirrel in the tree, by the way. The birds are gone and the squirrels have taken over. Because we taking over. That's what the squirrels are singing. They're singing Akon songs up in the tree. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but Connie's like best friend just broke up with her boyfriend of like a million years. They might be watching this live stream right now. Hey guys, I love you. So Connie and like her other friends that live here in SoCal had to make it like an emergency trip, 8 hours away. So they're probably having like a man-hating party. Like, we don't need no man. But the byproduct of that is that now I'm alone. So I don't know. Dude, the world is my oyster this weekend. Gonna get into some trouble, no doubt. Ambu says, are you in LA? Indeed. Dylan Lamb says, Skittles. Eating some Skittles. Reed Gabrowski, certified T3 bot, and my uncle says, had some homemade duck soup. That sounds delicious. Dean. Exactly, dude. Emotional first aid. Dean's here, by the way. So if he so chooses, I will be allowed to rant. Ooh, pizza sounds good. So, guys, Jay Anderson. Whoa, everybody give a round of applause to Jay Anderson. He says, I literally just subscribed to you an hour ago. I find your videos very funny and informative. Well, that's your first mistake, Jay. I am not informative at all. And according to my comment section, I'm a loser snob. I'm just kidding, bro. Thank you for supporting the channel, Jay. And I'm glad that you're here because can't do any of this stuff without you. So thank you, Jay. Everyone, please give Jay a round of applause. Jessica is back. Dude, my 3% viewership of women is being represented here by Marissa, my sister, probably my mom, maybe Connie's watching, and Jessica. Thank you. Marissa, certified T3 bot, and my sister says you can come over tonight. I have some near beer. For those of you who don't know what near beer is, it's beer without alcohol. So it's essentially soda water and maybe hops. I don't know what they do. Guys, what do they do? How is beer made? What is beer? So guys, Jessica says, nice jacket, 3% but loyal. Exactly. I don't care about quantity. I care about quality. So as long as I have the strongest 3% of women ever watching, I don't care. I'm made, dab. I'm very energetic today. Oh, Dean says, and Jen, my wife. Hi, Jen. Jen said I was cute once. I actually got all lined up today for Jen, Dean's wife. Just kidding. See, Connie's not here, and I'm already getting in trouble. I'm already talking to other dudes' wives. Chevy guy. Nick P, certified T3 bot. So, let's get some questions in, guys. What do you want to talk about today? Literally, the world is our oyster. Connie's not here to tell me no. Daniel Lee says, but Jory, your watch collection is quality and quantity. Hey, hey. See, if the quantity grows, I'm happy, as long as the quality remains amazing. Dean says, she says it all the time, got excited when she heard Connie was out of town. We are going to get into some trouble. Milk in the Moderator says, have you played the Final Fantasy VII demo yet? I have not because I haven't had time, but I really want to. Uh, Final Fantasy VII. If you were in my members only live stream the other week, I actually mentioned my 6 favorite video games, and I brought them to the live stream and showed everybody. And Final Fantasy VII was on that list. That is an amazing game, and I love it. Rick Green, certified T3 bot, says, "I feel like Connie's watching. She's always watching." Dylan Lamb, what's the old man behind you wearing? He was wearing a blue sweater and some gray slacks, it looks like. And if you haven't noticed, he's actually constantly walking behind me because he's my security detail. I'm just kidding. He's actually doing like a little, little cardio walk. It's a beautiful day in a beautiful area to do a walk. So how about you just let him do his walk? Ryan says, you look like a character from RDR2. R2D2. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure that is a diss. Nikki says, what do you think will happen now that Basel World is postponed? So essentially nothing. Here's why. Okay. Even before Basel World was postponed, um, companies were taking to social media to introduce their new products. All right. So now that it is postponed, this is kind of a nail in the coffin for these large watch conventions. Okay, the watch community, if you look at it, if you step back, like we are immersed in it, but if you step back, it's a very niche field, or niche, if you want to pronounce it. Basel World was already into some controversy because Swatch Group was getting mad at them, and the Seiko was different companies were getting mad at them, and then companies like Swatch Group were like, guess what? None of our brands are going to show up to Basel World anymore. So we're going to do our own show. And so then Basel World 2019 happened. Swatch Group didn't do their own show. They ended up taking to social media and showing their stuff there. And then Basel World 2019 happened. And then people realized, hey, guess what? This is not going to last very long. And I agree. With the way the world's going and everybody wants things now, fast, 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 everybody is just going to show their products off on Instagram. They're going to show it off on the large media sites, the sites that start with H. Maybe they send them to people like me. That would be dope. And yeah, these large watch conventions aren't going to happen. So what's happening because of okay, so Basel World was canceled because of coronavirus. SIHH was canceled because of coronavirus. Um, that may be the catalyst, but the fact is, Basel World wasn't going to last through this decade. All right, they weren't going to last through this decade. Jessica, hopefully all the large brands still make their regular releases. The companies aren't going to not release their watches. Okay, they're still going to release their watches. It just won't be at these large conventions. So the Arnold was canceled. A lot of these large conventions were canceled. So Rick Green, certified T3 bot, says, how about a virtual cyber convention? So Seiko already did that last year with one of their releases. They did a live stream. A lot of auctions now are live streamed, which makes sense because they want buyers to come in over the phones. It's the simple fact is the way the world works now. Everything is immediate, and there's going to be no more conventions. Another thing that might happen is these companies like Swatch Group and Richemont and Rolex and Seiko, they might do their own shows. They might actually do their own shows. That would be fun too. But as cool as it was to have these large watch conventions, I think they're a thing of the past. Oh, wristwatch check. I'm very excited for this wristwatch check. Let us do it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Orient Defender, gray dial. Love this watch. Been wearing it nonstop for a week. The review's coming out on Monday. Best $140 I ever spent. Guys, this is proof you do not need to spend a ton of money on an amazing, fun, functional watch. This thing, 100-meter water resistance rating, threaded crown, 24-hour indicator, date dial, or I'm sorry, date window, day dial, great lume. You're going to see all the proportions when the review happens on Monday. And I absolutely love this watch. It lays flat on the wrist like a field watch should. This is my new camping watch. Whoa! Milk in the moderator. Mook Rage, the man says, you've been thrown up to a massive TV on a pub in London. Say hello, old chap, yo. Although you're a bunch of redcoat Tories, this Yank loves you. So throw one back for me, boys. When I go there, next round's on me, yeah? Is that a pair of Red Wings? Yes, it is. Nice of you to ask. Let's go ahead and look. So okay. I get in trouble because people yell about my, hold on. People yell about my pants being cuffed too much. When I sit down, they get pulled up. But yeah, I'm wearing Red Wing Roughnecks. I had to stand up for that. Are you guys happy now? I had to stand up for you. Britannia says Tory. Yeah, dude, a bunch of redcoat Tories. I love them though. Love my UK followers. Young Excellency, these are mock toes, but these aren't the classic mocks. These are the Red Wing Roughnecks because it has the lugged Vibram sole. Absolutely love these. I have another pair of classic mock 877, which are the 8-inch, and then I have another pair of the 1907 classic mocks. So, heck yeah. Papa Shark in the building. Gonna go ahead and delete that, Benjamin, because don't need people knowing exactly where I am. Hey T3, good evening from Germany. Guten Tag. Guten Nacht. Excuse me. What do you think about purchasing a metal or half metal square G-Shock? So the metal G-Shocks are not my thing. I do see the appeal of them. They're just not for me personally. If you think they're cool, get them. They're probably great watches. Papa Shark certified T3 Watt says, heading out to immigration. I'll jump back later. All right. Good luck getting through security, brother. And remember, don't ever take your watch off during security checks. Do not. Don't. Just don't ever. Watch and Pray says, jumping in. What's up? You tell me. What's up, brother? Jay Anderson, what is going on? Why not take off the watch? Because if you ever take your watch off in security, it becomes an enormous risk. I know on 3 separate occasions, I know of people that took their watch off going through flight security, and someone on the other end whoop, got it and dipped. And good luck trying to find someone in an LAX the airport where there's a bunch of terminals and doors and bathrooms and restaurants. Good luck. So, guys, you do not need to take your watch off during airport security. If they tell you to, just tell them to wand you. Just say wand it. You can go ahead and wand it, and they will do that. I don't know if you can hear it, guys, but I am in LA, and there's 2 people yelling at each other right now, and they unfortunately seem to be homeless. But if it gets too noisy here, I'll probably walk away. We might do a little walking live stream. my thoughts on the Oris Big Crown Pointer date. So I think it's a great watch, and I absolutely love that it's like vintage inspired. But for me personally, out of any Pro Pilot, I would get the Big Crown Pro Pilot, just the modern one. Sleepyhead, how's the coronavirus situation in LA now? Well, it's picking up, but I'm not worried about it. I mean, it is what it is. Um, take some precaution, like be reasonably prepared, and wash your hands, and maybe don't go to where, like, if you see that someone's sick, maybe don't like interact with them a whole bunch. But you gotta live your life. If it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you, and you'll probably be fine. But live your life. I'm not going to, barricade myself inside my place and whatever. But it's apparently a bunch of UCLA students just got I think it's above presumptive. I like, how they've been saying, oh, they're a presumptive positive carrier of it or whatever. I guess these people legitimately have it. A few students, like 3 or 4 students at UCLA, are positively infected with it. So that's a huge bummer, especially in a academic scenario where they're in dormitories. That sounds terrible. Stephen Walker, what's going on? Al, certified T3 bot, says, "Sup, Jory? Better late than never." Hey, man, I'm glad you're here. Matt B says, "Just ran out of a coffee shop to get home to watch this. They have the worst coffee, but the best baristas." Yeah, man. Hey, I've always told people I'm willing to pay for a subpar product if the customer service is like spot on, right? If it's like a great experience, but it's like not the best product, I'd still probably pay for it. So, for example, like I'd go to a restaurant that might not have the best food. A bunch of leaves just fell probably in my beard. I'll never find it. Um, but if they treat me like really well and it's like awesome to be there, then I'm happy being there. So yeah, support the people that support you. That's what I always say. But you can shop at the Time Teller shop, and we do have the best products, and we do have the best customer service. So what? I just added 2 more watches. There's 4 watches available at the Time Teller shop. The 2 I just added last night are freaking ridiculous. And guess what? I actually might keep one of them. I might take one off the site. So check them out. MR says, "What's up, handsome?" Oh, shucks. Matt B says, "So sell me that Grand Seiko. I don't need 2 kidneys, bro." Well, that's funny, but I'm keeping that one. I've had that for 2 years now, I think. And that was like a big grail that I checked off my list. I didn't think I'd ever be able to find one, but I found one and I bought it. And then prices absolutely skyrocketed. So, yeah. I'll sell it to you for 15K. And then I'll go buy a 1016. How about that? You got 15K? Have you ever go to a watch dealership and know more about watches than the employees that work there? I did. So yeah, I think that if you're an enthusiast, there's probably a high chance you know more than the people selling the products. This happens to me at car dealerships all the time when I go in, because they're salespeople, and usually they don't really know or care much about the products they're selling, and that's a huge bummer. And so that's why the people that work with me here at the channel, I need them to actually be passionate about what they do. So Gato, like I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, but he's like building his own watch collection. He loves watches now. He's talking about watches. He's asking me questions, and he's really passionate about this. a lot of the people, and I can say this with confidence, a lot of the people when I go to the boutiques on Rodeo, they might be very nice. Some of them are kind of off-putting and snobby, but most of them do not know a thing about the watches that they sell. They have a readout that they are given of each watch, and that's about it. The same thing happens at car dealerships. If you go to a car dealership and you want to talk about the gear ratio on the new Jeeps, they're not gonna know what you're talking about. They can maybe tell you what the MPGs are, but that's about it. So, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing that you know more, because then you'll be more prepared. Milk of the Moderator says, Rick, Knight, Ben, please stop. You're straying into the realm of politics, and we'd rather not have that discussion here. Yeah, guys. So for the members, you can talk about anything you want in the Discord chat. That's amazing. But I don't talk about like any controversial stuff in the live streams, because I don't want to alienate my viewers. They're here to have fun. They're here to, just chill, and I don't want to alienate any of my viewers, because I love each and every one of my supporters, regardless of what they believe. So let's keep the edgy stuff in the Discord chat, because guess what? Even on the members only live stream, I said the G word, like pertaining to things that go pew, and it got demonetized. So YouTube's watching like everywhere. So yeah. Hello there, Jory. What's on the wrist? Sorry, I'm late. Well, let us take a look. Did you like that? That was kind of like, hold on. Love this watch. Dude, $140, man. $140. This is so sick. Absolutely love it. Orient Defender. Matt B says, nice boots. Thank you. Red Wings, please sponsor me, Red Wings. The most Saddam Hussein says, Jory for mayor. Oh my God. That would be amazing, actually. Yes, let's do that. Vote for me for mayor, guys. I know that the elections just happened, but just write me in next time. And yeah, dude, we can outlaw Invicta. That'd be great. And we'll have a weekly day where chili dogs and French fries. I don't know why I said chili dogs. I'm not even a huge chili dog fan, but I guess that's what I'm feeling right now. Anyway, chili dogs and like gummy bears are free once a week. Again, I don't why chili dogs. I guess that's just what I'm craving right now. I don't know. It's weird. You know what I really want is sidecar donuts. I might drive to Santa Monica today after the live stream and get myself some sidecar donuts. That'd be delicious, because on the weekends I eat carbs. No, Ben, I am a chili dog fan, but I'm saying it's not, chili dogs like aren't my favorite food. So it's interesting that like I went there. I don't know why I went there. I love me a chili dog. I'm just saying it's like not my favorite food. So it's interesting that I went there, but perhaps I have to get a chili dog. Perhaps. Does Red Wing have brand ambassadors? Rick Green, certified T3 bot? I don't know. But if you guys want to write to Red Wing on social media and let them know about me and my aesthetic, that would be really helpful, because I have 3 pairs of their boots and I absolutely love their products. So, Linares, how long has it been since you last shaved? I just cut my beard. I don't know if you can tell, on Wednesday. So like 3 days, and it's already like growing back up here. So, but I haven't clean shaven in like probably 4 years. I shaved my face once for Connie when we first started dating, probably like 5 years ago, because she wanted to see what it was like, and then she was like, okay, can you grow it back though? And I was like, I'm on it. Highland Park is in LA. Highland Park is absolutely LA. We're not going to have this argument right now. Young Excellency, 2 days later, full beard. Yeah, I actually sneezed and it was like, pfft. Thoughts on ball watches? Big Tritium fan here. So Jay, I was looking at my 2019 wristwatch annual, and it's kind of like I was going to say almanac, but it's kind of like an encyclopedia of all the watches that came out in 2019. I recommend that book. And I went to the ball section, and I might have to get myself a Skin Diver Heritage, or a Ball Engineer Skin Diver Heritage 2. That looks so cool. Freaking love that watch. Might buy one. I wish I had some first-hand experience with ball watches, but I don't. So I can't recommend them right now. But what I can say is people that I really respect as collectors own ball watches. So if they like them enough to own them, I feel comfortable. I would feel comfortable owning one. But I don't know until I see one. What do I think of Zinn watches, Eric? Really like Zinn watches. The Zinn UTC is a really cool watch. UTC complication is literally the same as GMT. It displays the time in the same way. Some people say that UTC is a bit more accurate or this or that, but essentially the UTC complication is interchangeable to GMT. So you can track 2 different time zones and it displays time the same way. But Zinn, to be a little different because they are German, they want to do things a little bit differently. They wanted to do UTC instead of the GMT complication. GMT is everybody does GMT. What new Seiko release is your favorite? Probably the tuna, because I like tunas. But to be perfectly honest, overall I'm pretty disappointed with Seiko this year, but whatever. Do you respect cosmetic only modded cars? Not really. This is such a difficult question. That's a great question, but it's a very difficult question because I like the beauty in a car. So cosmetic things are awesome. And I'd be lying to you if I told you that I didn't do certain things to my cars because of the looks. However, the vast majority of things I've done to my car, even for the looks, I like because it looks functional. Does that make sense? So here's an example, right? I bought the full Rally Innovations front end. Shout out to Rally Innovations for hooking me up. They're a really cool company. I got the full Rally Innovations front end on my STI. What watch is in the title? How interesting. I have that for sale. A beautiful Longines automatic watch, fully serviced, absolutely gorgeous. Moderators, link that in the description, or link that in the chat. I'm selling that watch. The watch in the picture. Yo, check that out. STI, baby. Rumble in the Bronx. So I got the full Rally Innovations front end, okay, on my STI. Do I need those rally lights on my STI? No, probably not, because I'm not actually a rally driver. So it looks cool, but the thing is, those are actual rally racing lights from an actual company that does these things. So it looks very functional. It is very functional, but to be perfectly honest, it's cosmetic. So, yeah, great question, but you know. And then on my Jeep, dude, I've done everything I can possibly do on the Rubicon. But it looks like a beast, but literally every single thing on that Jeep is functional. So, cosmetic only, probably not. I want to see some function there. And yeah. Milcom posted a link. James K posted a link to Rally Innovations. Shout out to them. Milk and the Moderator posted a link to the Longines that I have for sale that I added last night. I have a feeling that watch is probably not going to last long. Guys, I do my research, and that watch in that condition with that original waffle dial, if you were to shop elsewhere for that 10 karat gold filled waffle dial Longines in that condition, all original, it's going to be around $3,000. I'm selling it for 1,100. Okay, you can spend $3,000 elsewhere, or you can spend 1,100 at my shop for a 1-year warranty, fully serviced, all T3 certified. You decide. RC17 sup. William J, certified T3 bot, says, want to know how to turn the gray thumbs up under your screen into a blue one? Click it. William J's the man, #1 supporter right there. Sadat says, I hear sirens in the background. What's going on? Well, Los Angeles, Britannia, you shipped to England? Yes, I actually just shipped. I shipped one watch to England last week. So yep, I've shipped. I'm very proud of this, guys. Can I brag for a moment? I don't know if Dean's here. I'm gonna brag. I've shipped multiple watches to Australia, 2 to Hong Kong, 1 to Shanghai, 1 to Malaysia, multiple, I think 3 to England, 1 to Scotland. I think I'm sending 1 to Argentina. I've sent 2 to France. I've sent, oh my gosh, a couple to the Middle East. Yeah, good. I'm very, very proud to say that I have supporters everywhere. And if you go, the first thing that's on the website is we ship internationally. So, but Britannia says, cool. I'll look at the Longines then. Absolutely, I'd be happy to send it to you, brother. Matt B. Jory, would you ever do stand-up? Probably not. I don't think I have what it takes to do stand-up. Also, according to my comment section, I'm not that funny. Jory, which watch of yours do you grab in the state of emergency? However many I can carry. No, probably my Mudmaster. Probably my G-Shock Mudmaster. Will I ever do a sit-down? I'm doing that right now. Watch. Good choice. Jory sporting the Flecktarn, Chi-Town, Chicago. Chi-Town, California. Heck yeah, dude. Flecktarn officer's jacket. You want to know my favorite part about this jacket? Yo, guys, screenshot this and send it to me. Cool. Favorite part of this jacket? It's got armpit zippers. It's got armpit zippers so that you don't get too hot. How cool is that? Freaking love this watch. Very good question, DJ Hongzula. How's Corona impacting luxury watch market? Any effect on used gray market? So I don't think it's affecting the used market at all. Okay, I do think that watchmakers like Rolex and Patek and AP, I think they will report some. I don't think losses. I think that they will report some losses. Okay, at least they will not be bringing in as much as they have in other quarters because Asia is getting hit the hardest, unfortunately, and Asia happens to be these luxury markets' largest demographic of consumers, secondary to the U.S. So, yes, I think there is going to be some effect on the luxury market. It hasn't affected me, luckily, but yeah, I guess time will tell because things probably will get a bit worse, unfortunately, because that's the way viruses work. But We will prevail. Milk of the Moderator says, gotta run, guys. Buy some merch to fill the void. There's a link to the shop. Thank you, Milcom. I will miss you. Did I ever watch Breaking Bad? So the short answer is yes, but not the whole thing. Yeah. So I kind of got sick of it midway through. Rob Follis says, what up, Jory? So Reginald Pennyblossom is here, says, what up, T3? Sexy Spectacles, thank you. Did you see the 2020 Alpinist accidentally announced this week? So I saw the Alpinist, the Pro Spec Alpinist, and I saw the other ones with like the matte dials, the single crown ones. I'm kind of underwhelmed with Seiko, if I'm totally honest. It's yeah. The only thing that I liked that they released was the tuna. That blue dial tuna. I was like, wow, cool. Young Excellency, were you a Seinfeld or a Friends guy in the 90s? Seinfeld. Dean, certified T3 bot. Will you ever consider carrying non-vintage pre-owned watches that are cool, the shop stuff from the 80s, 90s? Well, things from the 80s and 90s are vintage, technically. And I have carried things from the 80s and 90s. So yeah, of course I would, Dean. And I already have. Benjamin, Handelman, certified T3 bot. Finally, T3 likes something good today. What? What do you mean I finally like something good? Do I like Nomos? Nomos is a good company that makes good watches, but their aesthetic is not for me. I don't like Bauhaus design. So it's not for me. It's a little bit too sterile, but they make very well-made watches. So I have nothing against them or their watches. It's just not for me. Steven, Jory, could you tell me where the best place to sell watches under $500? Do you mean a place that you can sell your watches or a place to buy watches for under $500? Probably Amazon. Nomos equals Bauhaus, Daniel Wellington equals Outhouse. That's very funny, actually. How do I feel about Zinn? Great company. Really like their Zinn UTC. And their Zinn 556. But between that and an Oris, I would pick Oris. And I did pick Oris. One nice thing about Invicta. You could probably use it as a doorstop. Reading comments. William J. Jory doesn't. William J. Certified T3 bot. That's what I was looking for. Jory doesn't like smart, homage, or fashion watches. Dan Henry, Steinhardt, Fossil, non-vintage, Invicta, Bauhaus style, or Tudor Snowflake hands. He's also not a big pocket watch or tag or citizen fan. That's pretty accurate. Jory doesn't like Dan Henry. Why now? I don't like Dan Henry because they're not original. They it seems like a lot of their watches are just inspired by other vintage watches. It's just things I've seen before. I'd rather get the vintage watch than a modern watch that's made to look like that. I just don't like Dan Henry. Kaiser, yes, I think the watch market will be affected by coronavirus. I just answered this because Asia is getting hit the hardest, and Asia is the largest consumer base secondary to the US and Europe. So, yes, companies will report losses. They will be fine, but I bet not as many people are buying Rolexes, not as many people are buying Pateks and other luxury goods. That's just how it works. What's not to like about Citizen? They make fine watches. I just don't like how a lot of them look. None of them speak to me. They make fine watches. Sadat, do you ever fear getting sued by Invicta for scathing reviews? How? How would I get sued? Not to get political, but I live in the United States of America and I have the First Amendment. So I'm allowed to say whatever I want as long as it's my opinion on the watch. So they can't sue me at all. What are they going to say, that it's libel or slander or defamation? It doesn't work that way. I can give my opinion on anything I want and I would be perfectly fine. So they can try. That would make for actually hilarious content. If Invicta wants to send me a cease and desist for having my opinion on their products, then that would make for an amazing arc on my channel. So yeah. Perlon on your bubble back too big? I don't understand that question. Joe Robertson. Hey everyone, what's going on, Joe? May contain bleach. Nomos Glasuta Club is a bit warmer, not as sterile. I would rather have Glasuta original watches. I like those. Adam says, yo from Culver City. What's going on, Culver City? I see you. Dorian Svanzel says, greetings from Slovenia, Europe. Love your channel. Also a big watch fan. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Dorian. Nice to see you. And got love for you over there in Slovenia. Jay Anderson, what's my Grail watch? Well, if I had to pick an attainable Grail, by the way, there's birds here, but they're crows. The parrots are like gone, and now we have a murder of crows. Isn't that the word for a group of crows or ravens is a murder? Isn't that crazy? Very noir. So my attainable Grail, and what I mean by attainable Grail is like it's something that I probably can't just drop the money on right now, but it's something that that's within my wheelhouse. Is a Rolex 1016. But so I think it's crows. So I think I have a murder of crows here, but unkindness of ravens. Wow, how romantic and dark. But like watches that are truly my grails that are gonna, I never count myself out, so I'm gonna own them one day. But Creeder HE2 and a Rolex 6062. Those are my two grails. The next watch I'm gunning for is a Rolex 1016. Reading questions. A pair of crows is attempted murder. That's true. 1016, is that an Explorer? Yes, it's the Explorer. That is the Explorer to get, in my opinion. You know what's terrible is that I've been harping about the 1016 forever and I'm obsessed with it, and then one of my viewers just bought one. He was like, "You're right, this thing's sick." And I was like, great. Britannia, is there somewhere I can send you something, Jory? Yeah, email me, info@thetimetellershop.com, info at thetimetellershop.com. You can email me and we can see what you're talking about. Young Excellency, ha ha ha. My sporting dog just stopped and pointed with the laptop. Hey, that's a good dog, man. Sadat, a watch fad that makes you want to rant. I don't. I mean, this is kind of an obvious one, but I don't like when watches are. I guess the term now it's flooded. I don't like when watches are just filled up like diamond encrusted. It just takes away from the watch. That's kind of a hip thing. Another thing is someone wrote reissues of reissues. Yeah, that's kind of annoying too. But I guess what I could consider a fad is getting watches just diamond encrusted. That is just, I think it lacks taste, and I think it just takes away from the watch itself. But Owen Walker, does Glycine equal Invicta in your opinion? Yes and no. Glycine made really cool watches, and then Britannia, have a good one, man. But then they got acquired by Invicta, and they started doing Invicta things. Does that make sense? So it's interesting. When they got acquired by Invicta, then they came out with the Drop Glycine Combat Sub Soda. That is it's so funny. So Invicta sees themselves as an homage of Rolex, and then Invicta sees their subsidiaries as an homage of Rolex's subsidiaries. So now the Glycine Combat Sub Soda is an homage of the Tudor GMT, but the Glycine doesn't even have the GMT complication. But you put those two watches next to each other, they look exactly the same. The truth will set you free. Goodman, are factory diamonds okay? I just don't like diamonds on watches. I think the only gem that you need on a watch is the sapphire that's on your Cartier crown. That's like the only thing. I don't like I don't even like baguette dial Rolexes. I just it's not for me. Does Jory own a vintage pocket watch? Yes, I do. I was given a gold pocket watch chain with the penknife and everything for my bar mitzvah. But I don't. I'm not. I love that watch and it's very important to me. But I don't. I don't. I'm not a pocket watch enthusiast. Jory, how many cats do you have? 2. Seiko and Link. I like that we refer to Jory in the third person. Yes, continue. I got a question: Glycine Combat Sub versus Seiko Patty Turtle. For me, it's the Patty Turtle, but I mean, yeah. Am I familiar with the Hamilton lawsuit against Vortex watches? I am not. If you want to send me that on the Discord chat, I'd be very interested. Would Jory like to start his own watch company someday? Probably not. I'm much more interested in being a purveyor of watches and a sorcerer. I'm a watch sorcerer. I like to source watches. I think the thrill. Let me be clear. The reason I started the vintage shop is because I found a way to monetize my passion. Okay. I like collecting watches. I have just become a professional watch collector. Okay? That's you're a wizard, Jory. Um, so I think it's much more fun for me. I don't know what the future holds. I could have coronavirus right now. I don't know. Just kidding, guys. I don't know what the future holds. But right now, I think it's much more interesting to um, seek out the watches, find them, and get them uh, for people that want them. Does that make sense? We all will collect watches. I like collecting watches. I found a way to monetize the thrill of collecting, finding gems, putting them on my site, giving them, getting them in the hands of the people that want them. Carlos, if it would happen that a viewer is around where you are doing the live stream outside, would you accept a visit just to say hello? I am not trying to brag. I get stopped pretty much weekly now. Los Angeles County is enormous, and still about once a week I get stopped. Um, I've had people, uh, come up and say hi to me during the live stream. Uh, as long as you're not trying to fight, I mean, even if you are trying to fight, you can come and we can handle it. If Invicta offered to, okay, this is actually a good question. If Invicta offered to sponsor you with a 1016 as a signing bonus, would you willingly wear an Invicta Pro Diver? No, I wouldn't. See, Matt B, these hypotheticals are so flawed. It's like, would you fundamentally change something about yourself to get something? No, I wouldn't. You shouldn't change. You shouldn't fundamentally change yourself. It's such a bad, defeatist way of the only way you should change yourself is for the better. There are bad habits that I had that I broke through to get where I am. And I'm still not where I am, and I'm sure I still have bad habits that are hindering me. So personal development is one thing, but compromising yourself in order to get something that you want is BS. So I would, let's say I did that and I wore an Invicta for a year to get that 1016. Guess what? When I look at that 1016, I'd probably hate it. Because it's like, yeah, cool. I did something I hated for a year that wasn't worth it. It's foolish. Don't ever do that. I get people all the time. Oh, would you shave your beard if someone gave you a Creator Aichi? No. If someone right here, right now is like, I will give you this Creator Aichi if you shave your beard, I tell them to go take a hike. I'll get it myself. Eric Peterson, thoughts on Rolex Sea Dweller Deep Sea Deep Blue? I think it's cool. It's a whole lot of watch. It's a whole lot of watch. If you're okay with wearing a whole lot of watch, it's not for me. I like the two-tone Sea Dweller. But Benjamin, you know what's funny? I thought that too for a second. I honestly thought that too. It's not. But like a few miles away, there is a. Oh my gosh, I'm Jewish. What do you call a convent, right? Where a whole bunch of nuns hang out. I'm just kidding. We're a nunnery, a convent. Yeah. Like a few miles down there is a convent, and Connie and I were walking. We were like going for a little walk, and it was like dusk, and then all of a sudden, silently, like in perfect row, they were like these nuns were also going for a walk silently, like they didn't smile at us, nothing, and they just came around this corner as we were walking, and we didn't hear them or anything, and it was like kind of freaky. It like took us aback. But then I realized they're nuns, and that's cool, and they're harmless, so whatever. I've been watching too many horror movies, I think. Alpha Dad, I'm having trouble waiting for my Rolex Root Beer GMT vintage or buying a date just. Get the root beer. Get the root beer, 16753. I think that is the reference number. Get a Rolex 16753 and then send it to me to review. The good old Clint Eastwood. I don't like Rolex. Hey man, different strokes for different folks. That's cool. A lot of my viewers don't like Rolex. I'm cool with that. Adam Hellbill, maybe you'll see me there, but boy, stop by Century City when I'm going to Westwood. Going to Falafel King. Which is your Grail watch? Creator, Aichi 2, and Rolex 6062. I don't like how Rolex plays the market, but I love their watches. Dan, every company does that. So it's bottom line is literally the bottom line. They're a business. Every company does it. They'd be stupid not to, but I understand. I also understand the frustration. Are you coming to London? I would absolutely love to come to London. Quick answer, yeah, I'm coming to London. I don't know when exactly, but heck yeah. I want meat pies. I want fish and chips. I want bangers and mash. Yeah. Greetings from Croatia. What's going on, Igor? Jay Anderson, I think Rolex has turned more into a fashion brand. I don't agree with that at all. Papa Shark, Jory, what's going on? Alfonso, come to Lisbon. You know what's funny is Connie's sister wants to go. There's a really sick like off-road camper. Looks like an Earth Roamer almost, but it's not quite an Earth Roamer. That thing is really sick. Connie's sister wants to go to Portugal. I might have to hop on to that trip with them. We should do a Portugal. We'll do a Portugal meetup as long as you guys have egg tarts. If you guys can get me some Portuguese egg tarts, I will be there. Dem certified teeth throw says, "Hi Jory, hello to all joining late from the airport." Like, yeah, have a safe trip. Papa Shark with the super chat says, "I jumped in right after immigration. Hi Jory, what's going on, Papa? I was just talking trash about you because I said I've gushed over the Rolex 1016, and one of my viewers was like, 'Hey, you're right, it's cool,' and then he got one, and I didn't. I wonder who that could be." Alex, do you like to live in the USA? Yes, very. I am not just okay with it. I am blessed to have been born in the United States of America. Why? This isn't political. It's because I am able to do everything that I'm doing here. If not, which country would I live? I can't see myself living in anywhere but the United States of America. I love this country, and there are things wrong with it, as there are with anywhere else in the world. But I absolutely love my country, and I am blessed to have been born here. I think people take it for granted how lucky we are living here. Mobbin says, "What's up?" But where would I would, that doesn't mean I wouldn't like to own properties elsewhere. I would love to own a place in Japan, dude. Japan looks lit. Do I worry about coronavirus? No. Mobbin says, "Love from Germany." I got love for Germany. What's going on? Jonathan Hernandez, is the pin and collar system the most annoying? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. The pin and collar system is so very annoying. But it is apparently one of the most robust ways to keep a bracelet together. So Johnny watches, "Hey Jory, just thinking that the Air King is going up in price sooner than later due to Milgauss specs and risque colors. What do you think?" Johnny watches, I already made an episode talking exactly about that. I said the Air King will go up in price. It's the least desirable Rolex right now, which means in 10 years, that's going to be the Rolex to get. What do I think about the Bulova Moonwatch? It is absolutely worth the money. The Bulova Lunar Pilot is so undervalued. You can get a brand new one for under $400. It is ridiculous. Absolutely. Mobbin, what would you pick, money or friends? Friends, absolutely. I think that's I don't want to say that's a silly question, but I think that's a very obvious answer. Yeah. But what I will say is money is not evil. Money is freedom. So being how can I say this? Having the ability. Okay, here's what I say. Money is security, right? So if I have money and I'm able to take care of my friends should something happen, or if I'm able to more able to take care of my parents or my siblings or Connie, um, money is security. Money is freedom. Doesn't mean you have to hoard it. It means you have to not be scared of it. So. Just got here. Did we do a wristwatch check? Yeah, we did. But guess what? I'm gonna do another one. Orient Defender, best $140 I ever spent. You want to know something ridiculous, guys? My boots cost more money than this watch, and I absolutely love this watch. To Rask, dude, you have like a similar name to my favorite goalie, Tuukka Rask, Boston Bruins. I haven't reviewed that watch, but I'd love to review that watch. Tell Mark to send one over, dude. He's been sleeping on me. Tell him to send one over already. Jesus. What's the strap made of? This is a. I get so many questions about this strap. Okay, this is a strap that I got when I was 8 years old. My dad got it for me at an Army Navy surplus store in Milford, New Hampshire. Got this in Milford, New Hampshire. For those of you who know, you know. And there was an Army Navy store right off the Milford Oval. And it was just like in a bin. And I got it and I put a watch on it. My dad did when I was little. And it's like it's not even fraying or anything. I wish I knew who made this so I could just stock up on them because it's the best single piece strap I've ever had. Alexander Sarah, what's your style in clothes? I assume you mean clothes. Casual, dress, or other? Probably pretty casual. I'm not really dressy. I go through phases, I think, where sometimes I want to wear polo shirts and tuck them into my my khakis. Like I go through khakis phases, but right now I'm kind of in the whole. I don't want to say denim, movement because I'm not a huge denim collector, but I'm really into the Red Wing kind of bespoke rustic look right now. I don't know how to really describe it. I'm wearing like a t-shirt tucked in. Outfit of the day. I want a jacket like yours badly. Jay, I got this online like years ago. You can do it. You look like a background character on Letterkenny. I don't know if that's a diss. Probably. I think most people, when they talk about me, are a diss. What are the make? The boots? These are Red Wing Roughnecks. Best boots I've ever worn. What are you wearing, T3? You look like you could pick up a car. I could probably pick up at least half of the car, if I'm totally honest. I think most people, when they see... Ooh, I got a leaf in my beard. I think most people, when they see me in person, are probably surprised. William J says, time tell looking good. Thank you, certified T3 bot William. Am I wearing Aqua de Jo? I'm actually not wearing Aqua de Jo today. I am wearing Mont Blanc Legacy Black. Love that scent. Aqua de Jo is probably my favorite as well, though. Guys, I can't stop thinking about what I'm going to eat right now, though. I'm so hungry. But because people want to talk about my guns. Oh, dang, I said the G word. I'm going to get demonetized. Swag. I was talking about muscles. YouTube, I was talking about muscles. Oh, dang, dude, traps are out. You guys want to screenshot this? My traps don't look as big today. What happened? I got to eat more tonight. Nice backdrop. Yeah, it's gorgeous here, man. Johnny Washington says, thanks for taking my questions from time to time, bro. Busy with kids, hockey, work. Going to try and look up that video. Thanks for your patience. You're the man, Johnny Watches. I'm here to answer questions. What's Jory's kind of music? So I'm one of those idiots that's like everything. But the truth is, it is everything. I do listen to country as well. So everyone's like, oh, I like everything. But then you're like country, and they're like, no, I listen to country. I listen to EDM. I listen to like gangster rap. Like Wu-Tang is like one of my favorite raps. One of my favorite, I guess, hip hop groups. But I listen to a lot of metal, like grind, like as Blood Runs Black, and the Red Chord, and Black Dahlia Murder, and things like that. Matt B with the super chat says, G Show. I can't say that word. Right. Oh man, Matt, I agree with you, but I can't say any of that because YouTube is going to demonetize me because they did on my last live stream because I said the G word. Do I like Dream Theater? No, I don't. I didn't really get into them. But the stuff I listen to is like very, very hard. Check out Black Dahlia Murder. They're probably my favorite right now. Catalino, no shaving allowed, dude. I'm gonna ban you. No shaving. Tuka Rask says, go Bruins. Brian says, I served this country for 21 years. Go Navy. Amen. My grandfather was in the Army, and my great-grandfather was in the Navy during World War II. He was a commander in the U.S. Navy, and he was on the ship when Japan surrendered. Dude's a baller, and I own that guy's watch, his Elgin. But yeah, as far as music goes, I own. As far as music goes, I really like grind and like metal stuff like that. Speaking of music, are you interested in any concert tours going around? Not currently, if I'm totally honest. I'm too busy, and the idea of being in a large group with a bunch of people who are just acting like a bunch of knuckleheads, probably not. But yeah. Two Rosk says, I'm ESU SWAT in New York, the Big Apple. Got mad love for you, Big Apple. The New Yorkers, you make my days better. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for serving and protecting. And the Big Apple needs it. Let's be real. You guys have been through a lot. But I used to go to Manhattan pretty much like once a year with my family when I lived in New Hampshire. And yeah, I have a ton of memories in the Big Apple. But love New York. So thanks for serving to Rask. And again, you remind me of Tuukka Rask, who's my favorite goalie. So oh, 3 more years then off to Boston, dude. Beantown. Yo, when you're there, I will visit you. Alexandra, did it change your life making YouTube videos? Yeah, easily. Starting the YouTube channel did absolutely change my life. I mean, look, there's 96 people here. There was over 100 a moment ago. The fact that I can hang out with this isn't going to be a sob story. I don't. What I'm about to say isn't to elicit like a sad response, but I'm going to be real with you guys. Because of what I do and how busy I am, I don't really have many friends. Okay, this is not to make you feel bad, all right? But I don't go out much, and I don't get to hang out much. So the fact that I get to every Saturday interact with hundreds of people and just talk about whatever I want to talk about, that's like, I'm the luckiest man on earth. Not everybody gets to do that, guys. You understand that, right? This group of people, like, that's pretty special. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't start the YouTube channel. And I could have never anticipated this would happen. So yeah, easily it changed my life. So yeah, that's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Vince Goodrum, the man, is here. The man with the plan. What's going on, Vince? How you been, brother? Do I like snow crab? Yeah, I love crab. I love seafood, man. I love how that just came in. Hey, you eat crab? Dude, I love seafood. I'm from New England, man. James K, certified T3 and moderator, says, I would have never known William J without Jory. Sadat says, you made watches fun for me. Thank you, Jory. Well, you made watches more fun for me. So thank you, Sadat. Rick Green, certified T3 bot, Jor. Love it when people call me Jor. Only my family and my close friends call me Jor. Any celebrities ever contact you through the channel? So I don't know about like celebrities is such an interesting word. What I'm about to say sounds so stupid, but a bunch of verified people on Instagram, so like prominent people on social media, those people have contacted me and asked me about watches, and I've helped guide them in right directions and stuff like that. But not if you're talking about like Brad Pitt or like people like that, no, I don't interact with those people. It'd be cool, but I mean, I think they probably have a lot of people talking to them about jewelry and stuff anyway. So Benjamin Handelman, certified T3 bot. So Jory's a celebrity now, so he's like too big. And doesn't have time for people like Will Smith and Robert Downey Jr. Jonathan Hernandez. Jory personally knows David Beckham. Papa Shark, certified T3 bot. Which celebrity has the most on-point watch game? I'm gonna consider him a celebrity. Alton Brown from the Food Network, from like Good Eats and stuff. He has the most on point. He has the most on point watch collection when it comes to like famous people. By the way, all my devices are telling me that I'm running out of juice. Vince Goodrum says, nothing much. Went to a party, sung country music songs, amen, with my bros until 2 a.m. Busted the faceplate on one of my Seikos and cracked my phone screen. I'm so sorry, bro. That sounds like a really good night up until that moment. Jory, I really need to know, will Rolex and Tudor be showing anything new this year? Yeah, they probably will. But I don't know what it will be. I want a titanium Submariner. They won't do it, but I want them. We need to get an external battery fund for Jory. Yeah, make it happen. Alexander says, you speak very relaxed, natural way in front of the camera. Why is it so easy for you? Probably because I'm a sociopath. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Probably because I am very passionate about what I'm doing. So people ask me people ask me advice about starting like a channel and all of this. Here's what you need to do. You need to be honest, you need to be passionate, you need to be consistent. Why? Because consistency of content, you need to be out in front of people. That's how you get the conversation going. You can't have a conversation if you're silent, right? So be consistent. Now, humans, they might be situationally pretty unaware, but intrinsically, like their animal brain can tell if you're not being honest. So you got to be honest about what you're talking about, and that comes with passion. The third part. If you're super passionate, the honesty and the enthusiasm just comes through, and then people will resonate with that, and you magnetize people. Now, the flip side of that is that magnets, because of their polar, literally the word is polarization is what I'm talking about. You're going to attract some people, and you're going to make people, you're going to repel other people. So you see the hate that I get daily in the comment section, people that don't even know me talk about me. That's fine. I am repelling them, and that's the way of the world. Stuff happens. If they met me in person, we'd probably agree on something, and we could probably be friends, but whatever, they don't like me, they're repulsed by me, that's cool. The vast majority of people that come to my channel are magnetized to me, and we agree, and we have a whole lot of fun. So how am I so passionate, or how is it so easy to do this? Because I'm talking to my friends. James K with super chat says, what is the purpose of a 90-click bezel on a diver? So timing, I think you know, but timing bezels are used in order to check the duration that you've been under, right? That you've been underwater. I use them to time how long my hot pockets are in the microwave. But, different things. So what you do, I don't have a timing bezel on this watch, but what you would do is you take the pip, which is typically at the 12 o'clock, you move it to the minute hand, and then my phone's telling me it's going to die. And then you move it you align the pip to the minute hand, and then the minute hand will move as time passes, and then as time elapses, you will know exactly how long you've been underwater, or for me, how long I have left until I can eat the hot pockets. Jory was a child actor. That's not true. Bogo, where is the Orient Defender review? It is coming out on Monday. Stay tuned for Monday. Benjamin Handelman, certified T3 bot, says, Jory knows we aren't real. When he says bots, he's serious. Yep, I'm actually, you don't see my hands because I'm typing all the comments, and I'm just answering them. No one's actually here, and I'm just talking to myself. Joe, have a good one. Vince Goodrum says, the beard gets you the fans. You're probably right. Rick Green, certified T3 bot, says, for your spare battery fund, anyone going to match? Yes, buy me a power bank for my phone. Beep boop boop beep boop. Would Rolex ever let Tudor revive its sub? I mean, I don't know what else Tudor can do outside of doing that, right? I mean, how many Black Bay iterations, how many colors are there unless they start inventing new colors? I'm so sick of Tudor. Excuse me. See, you're giving me acid reflux, dude, talking about Tudor. Time to drink more coffee. Ah, that's great for acid reflux. Ugliest bezel I've ever seen. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Julius Caesar. This is a Flecktarn officer's jacket. I bought it online, and then in this pocket, there was a lighter, and I just keep it in there. Wrist check, Orient Defender, best $140 I ever spent on a watch. Love this watch. I've been wearing it nonstop since I got it. About Tuesday, I think I got it. I think it was Tuesday. I unboxed it, and I filmed it. And you guys are going to see that on Monday. Vince, why is Tudor even around? That's a really good question. Papa Shark, gotta go T3, headed out to a hotel. Have a good one. If you wanna come to my hotel. R. Kelly, remember that song? And if you wanna come to my hotel. Vince is spot on with exactly what I'm talking about. Every person I know who owns a Tudor never says, yeah, they always say it's a Rolex. It's essentially a Rolex. Thoughts on bun straps? They're cool, but it depends on like only certain watches work with them. Do you know what I mean? Because of the extra material. But they're cool. I think bun straps are pretty cool, especially like on a vintage military watch or like a vintage chronograph. They can be pretty dope. Jay Anderson, I had a huge argument with my parents because they think I shouldn't wear my Seiko to the beach and jump into the water with it. Here's my recommendation. If you go into salt water with some of your dive watches, let them soak in clean water afterwards to get rid of the salt, because the salt in seawater can sometimes make the bezel hard to turn when it dries. So what I do is after I go into salt water, I just let my watch kind of soak in just regular old tap water, and then after a little while, like a night, maybe I'll leave it overnight. You just take it out, rinse it off, and then you're good to go. Jory, what is called digital camo on your jacket? So this isn't digital camo. This is called Flecktarn, and it's actually German. And they've used it for pretty much. They've used it before the U.S. was even using digital camo, I think. So you know, Germans, typical, ahead of the game. Jory, would I braid my beard? Probably not. On Walker, y'all take care now. And get an old toothbrush in there. Your rotating bezel will love you. Hey, William J. with the wristwatch hygiene tips. Alexander, lots of snobs on YouTube like Rolex and Patek, and they're only worth watches to buy. What's your thoughts on them? Well, I'm not going to talk about any other YouTubers, but any person who tells you what's going on, man.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? What's going on?
What is your recording stuff? What's your YouTube?
So I run a wristwatch channel.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
how interesting.
I don't see you wearing one. Are you not into?
No. I don't wear one usually. But yeah, I just happen not to have one.
Yeah. Tell your time on your phone.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
I don't blame you.
my father collects wristwatches.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. That's how I got into it. Was my dad.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. So you got like those really cool ones made out of a Spitfire or something, or.
Oh, well, I do have some military, like old school military watches and stuff.
Right
yeah.
on. Those are great. They're analog, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of my watches are analog. I do have some digital watches though.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
What are you on YouTube by anything? Or?
Yes. The Time Teller.
The Time Teller.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
check it
watch
out.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. What was your name?
Michael.
Michael, I'm Jory.
Jory, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
All right.
Yeah, wear your watch once in a while.
Okay. Right on. Thank you.
Bye-bye. I thought that was Carlos. I was like, Carlos, what's up, dude? I was actually concerned because my phone and my earpods are telling me that they're about to die, and I didn't want them to die while I was talking. So, what, dude, Jonathan Hernandez? What if he told me like, "What are you trying to be famous?" And then I realized that I was in the belly of the beast, amongst the Velcro Valet. Jory making believers out of non-watching dudes. I'm a writer, dude. That was so funny. All right, guys, my AirPods are dying and my phone is about to die. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to end this up. This was actually like a particularly fun live stream. So I want to thank you guys so much. But we're going to have to end it because everything's dying. Vince Goodrum, thanks for stopping by, brother. Got love for you. So here's the deal, guys. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Talking to people, you know, and being here yelling into a camera was kind of uncomfortable at first. And you got to push past it, and it pays off. I promise. Do something today that makes you, if there's something you've been wanting to do that makes you a little uncomfortable, you don't know if you can do it or this and that, do it. Do it. I promise. What you want is just beyond your comfort zone. I promise you. Okay. And I'm working on that as well. So, number one, get out of your comfort zone. Number two, tell someone you love them. You shouldn't have to go a moment without telling someone you love them. So, I'm going to start it off. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me on Saturday. Connie is out of town hanging out with her girlfriend. So, I'm alone. So, it was a lot of fun hanging out with my bros. Yeah. Love you guys. You guys freaking rule. So, stay happy, stay blessed, stay safe. And wherever you are, enjoy yourself. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Orient Defender review dropping on Monday. Don't freaking miss it.